this is Ron Dzinski again. You know me from Beyond PTSD, which is the blog and website. Be sure to visit us there. I'm hoping that by the time you see this one, it's already up and running, but I don't have any control of that. I've given them all the input that I have, and hopefully they're going to work out all the technical details. I'm not a techie by any stretch. So in any event, as I said, most of these are, from questions or from issues that I know are important. And some of them are just observations or things that I think we should probably watch out for, be careful about. But one of the things that I want to talk to you about today are famous or infamous that we're getting lots of play on lots of the TV shows. I guess PTSD now is a ploy that they use to explain anything. So I've seen it now in about 3 or 4 in the last couple of weeks, 3 or 4 programs where it's the guy has PTSD and he's running around town and he's acting crazy, or he just committed 2 crimes and he has PTSD. So that could be so it's always with some kind of crazy behavior or out on the edge behavior. And it really is, it's great that it's getting noticed. That I think is probably some good to that. But the problem is it's noticing all the bad things. The majority of us are never going to do anything that's going to be a terrible thing. We're going to just kind of go through life in this really big time funk that we have to keep fighting. And we're not going to be the bad guy and the guy who's committing all the crimes, the guy that, and certainly you're going to hear about people that is the case. And I talked to a channel before about this guy named Howard Unruh that was, a guy ran amok in Camden, which is my hometown. But for most of us, we're not going to do anything. It's going to be just, we're just going to have to deal with it and learn how to deal with it. And so I wanted to kind of bring that to your attention because, there's a stigma gets attached to that. If everybody keeps hearing that, PTSD means, bad things, then if you're going to hire somebody who has, on his record, he says, I suffer from PTSD. Oh my God, well, I don't want to hire a guy who's going to go crazy and go postal on us. There's a lot of education has to be done by people that don't know about PTSD. That it can be, just like I don't know, what it could be, having bursitis or, some other terrible illness that you just have to live with, and you figure out how to, survive or move on or get over or do what you have to do. So be careful of that, and, be careful, you may not be able to explain it to somebody. It's just such a terrible thing because it's invisible. I can't point to this big burn that I have on my face and neck. I was in a major fire, or I got my arm shot off, or my thumb is missing, or whatever it is. It isn't that kind of an injury. It's just an injury to your soul or to your personhood or whatever it is. And when you talk about being raped, you've been overpowered and somebody forced himself upon you, or you're a little kid and you get these nightmares all the time because you remember somebody sneaking into your room or being in a terrible thunderstorm that ruined your house with the lightning, or whatever it is. There's trauma involved with this thing. And it's trauma that you just have a hard time getting over for whatever reason. So I think we have to be careful on how we describe it and how we talk to people about it. Because if you're moping and grumpy and doing all that, and this is what people associate with PTSD, no wonder they have a bad thought about us. You have to learn how to say, look, there are people that we're all intertwined. We're all in this together. We have 7.7 million. That's 8 million people out of 350 million people in the United States. It's a lot of people. So I think you have to, and to honestly speaking, I'll be shocked if it's not greater than that. Because I think there's a lot of people that haven't reported and won't report. Probably go to their death, to their grave with never reporting. As I said earlier in several of these podcasts, a lot of my friends have no idea that I'm involved with this. Because I had no reason to tell them, and I didn't want to spoil our relationship because at the time it was something that I was not dealing with. Now it doesn't come up, so it's not like an issue. I mean, they're going to say, "Well, hey, what did you do in the war? And did you ever come out with PTSD?" You know, if they ask me, I would certainly tell them that I have. But I'm not ashamed of it now because I know that I've done a great deal to try to get over mine and to try to help others to get over theirs. The stigma associated with PTSD, we're all responsible for that. We all have that. So we're either saying, "Well, this guy had PTSD and he's a damn good guy." Or it's going to be, "Yeah, this guy's a miserable bastard, and we don't want to have anything to do with him, or anybody like him." So you see, if you think you're keeping it to yourself and just, grinning and bearing it, you're not doing a good job. I got to tell you, most of your family knows, and most of your friends know, and so you're not hiding it from a lot of people. And if you are, then probably you're lucky, and it's not doing you any good. So better to come out, try to figure it out, try to come in here, try to ask some questions, try to get some support for people who have come out and done it and are working toward that end. We're all in the same boat together. So I hope that you will join us. So that's pretty much the end of it. But again, if you have any questions that you have that I can answer, I'm open to it. If you want to do your version of something and you want to submit it to us, we're open for that. But please subscribe to the YouTube channel and get your friends to come subscribe as well, because I think all of this is going to mean something to you before too long. And I know that you don't get it, but we're planning some really good things for PTSD people that are going to make them suffer a little bit less and have a little bit more treatment that they deserve. But it all takes each one of us pulling in the same side of the rope and supporting each other. And I'll keep doing my part to try to bring you the best information that I can. My wife, as I said, is a psychologist, and she will answer any technical questions that I can't answer myself. And I'll be honest to tell you that I don't know, but I will find out. And if I can't find out from her, then I'll try to do some research for you. But anyway, this is how you can reach us. You can also reach us at Beyond PTSD, which is my blog, and there's probably, 300 or so blogs in there. You can go leaf back through them and read them if you choose. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. Share it when you can. That's all stuff, that's good stuff that we need to have. So this is Ron Dzezinski again. I appreciate your time and hopefully you enjoyed this. And let me know what's going on.